I will. I've sworn to Alfred. It means nothing. Well, if you have sworn, then you must keep your word. You will sail with me. I will. I've sworn to Alfred. It means nothing. Well, if you have sworn, then you must keep your word. You will.
Shalom, Yasharala. I want to give infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Hara Kakadash. I also want to give double honors to my teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai, pushing this true cross the four winds in this fine hour. Shalom to you, brothers. All right, this is going to be a quick sit down, man. The most I put it on my spirit when I was looking at this show on Netflix. It's about the England when they crossed over to Christianity and they had the pagan Danes coming against them. I forgot the name of the show, but I've been looking at it in the series, and it's a good history piece. But on that clip, when I saw that woman, the Most High put on my spirit to do a sit down on it, because that's the spirit that the women are in these modern times, man. And since my walk in this truth, all right, I've seen brothers fall out behind women more than anything. I've seen brothers fall out and get kicked out behind many things, but the most consistent reason brothers have gotten kicked out since I've been in the faith is always behind women. All right. And in these modern times, man, what Paul wrote, he said, man, those that have wives, be it not as you don't. You know, now that's not telling you to leave your wife. You know, that means just love her less and put this truth first. All right. And if you're not bound to a wife, seek not to be bound to her. You know what I'm saying? And that was great advice since I've been walking in this faith, man. All right. These Babylonian women, they're off. They have no understanding, and they're connected to the matrix. All right. They're not going to get in their right minds until Jacob's trouble. All right. When reality kicks in, when all hell break loose. Okay. As you seen in that clip, that woman had no honor. She had no word. And I'm going to give you a summary of what happened in that situation. That guy he was talking to was his brother. And his brother sailed from another kingdom to him for them to go get revenge on a man that had their father killed. All right. But the brother was like, I will come with you to get revenge, but I have made an oath. I have given my word to King Alfred to serve him for a year. Okay. So the brother, men deal with honor. Men deal with noble acts. The brother understood. The brother was like, if you gave your word, you have to keep your word. That's something that the Most High has put in men, that we have to keep our word, upright men. Let me say that. But as you seen that woman, how her response, she was like, so what? Go back on your word. Fuck it. And that's the spirit of a bitch, okay? A bitch don't got no word. You can't trust a bitch. And wisdom tells us that. Understanding tells us that. Long as this white man is in rulership and he's put his philosophies in the earth, you can't trust a bitch. Now you have brothers throughout the planet there's far and few and in between that the Most High has put decent women in their paths. I've been around brothers that have had contrite, obedient women. The brother, not for me being around them, but my brothers giving their testimony on the women that they deal with, and that's far and few in between. All right, if you got one of those women, hey, if it don't apply, let it fly. The Most High has blessed you, okay? But that's far and few in between. The average bitch here in Babylon, and then you know what? I'm gonna say this: the average Negro woman, so-called Negro woman, here in the Babylon, you can't trust that bitch. That's how she roll in that spirit. She'll tell you one thing as soon as the temperature in the room change or a little pressure is applied to the scenario, she's going to be in the same spirit that woman was in. Oh, fuck it. Fuck the word. Fuck your word. Come on, let's go. Let's abandon the man you done gave your word to. All right? That's not a good wife. That's not if she do that to the man he gave his word to, she'll do it to him. Okay? These Babylonian women are trash, man. All right? And if you're a younger brother in the faith, all right, and you come to serve Yahweh Shema Shai, man, all right, just serve Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Get your little concubine on the side, get your rocks off, and serve Yahweh Shema Shai. Do not try to get in no relationship with any of these fucking Babylonian women. It's a waste of fucking time, and they'll hinder your walk, okay? They'll hinder your walk, all right? I got that from the experience of my elders, and since I've been in my walk, I went through it myself. I've gone through it myself, okay? So that clip, look at that clip that I played at the beginning. That's the spirit of a Babylonian woman. They have no word, okay? They have no honor. They have no nobility, all right? They change as same as they change draws. They'll feel one way one day and another way the next day, all right? They have no honor, okay? So I'm going to start off in Sirach 26 and 24. And it reads, a dishonest woman, contempt of shame, all right? A woman that can't keep her word, all right? A woman that's all over the place. That's what Babylon does to the women. That's what this educational industrial complex do to them, all right? That's what Western philosophy do to a woman, all right? It teaches them how to be dishonest and not have a word, all right? And it reads, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. And you got very, very, very minute few women that honor their husbands. Okay, I'm talking about brothers in the faith. Because for some reason in this society, man, the wicked niggas, like the dope dealers type niggas, man, they get girls that submit to them and honor them for some reason. You know what I'm saying? But hey, them wicked niggas, they lead those women into oblivion, you know? But an honorable woman is going to serve her husband with fear and trembling, like us men serve Yahweh Shema Shai with fear and trembling. And you know they far and few between here in America. All right, if you get one of them, the Most High handcrafted her and sent her to you himself, straight up. All right. Next precept I just put this together real quick. It's Sirach 25. All right. I'm going to start off at verse 13. All right. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart. All right. The mind. Okay. You don't ever want the Most High to bug your mind. All right. Bug you out where you don't have a understanding of right and wrong. That's the plague of the mind. When you're understanding when you can't differentiate from clean and unclean, holy and unholy, right and wrong, you have the plague of the heart. All right, the Most High bugs you out, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. All right, when you get a woman that you can't trust, or it had a guy by the name of this blues singer, B.B. King. He had a song that went like this. It said, I would rather drink muddy water than be with a woman that I can't trust. And that's real, man. And that's how it is in America. If you're going to live in America, you might as well drink muddy water because you can't trust none of these bitches, man. All right? Why did he say that? That guy was making that song before we were born. This thing has been going on since we've been here in America, man. That guy is old enough to be my fucking grandfather. And he made that song back then, okay? You can't trust these Babylonian women, okay? I'm going to skip down to verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. See, when a man gives his word, he know that's all he have is his word. Okay, he know once he's known for not having a good word, he's not going to be respected, and men want respect. Women don't have that type of self-worth where they worry about their good name. All right, bitch will go fuck 100 niggas and she don't care that everybody gonna call her a hoe. Okay, But a man wants to be known. This is what the Most High put in men. This cross racial barriers. All right. This even go to the heathens. A man wants his peers, fellow men, to respect him. Okay. This goes past Israelite men. Okay. Men want to be respected by their peers. Okay. So, and for a man to be respected by their peers and looked at as a stand-up guy, he has to have a word. When he says something, he has to back up his word, and that makes other men respect you, okay, and honor you. All right. A woman doesn't have that personality trait. Most women don't. Let me say that. Most women don't. Okay. They don't have that. When the temperature of the room, when their emotions get involved and their emotions go array, you could put aside anything that any covenant you made with them, any contract you made with them, that bitch will become null and void when that hoe get fucking emotional. Her little feelings get hurt or something. It'll go null and void. All right, the contract will go null and void. All right, they have no honor, they have no decency when their emotions have got involved. Okay, so that makes them wicked. Okay, because when their emotions get involved, they're gonna do anything. All right. That's what make them wicked. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. All right, and wicked niggas. This is why you look at the TV and they killing these hoes, man, because a wicked woman has manipulated them, deceived them, beguiled them. Okay, and now you just got this crime that has shot through the roof down here in Baton Rouge, where I dwell, where you have domestic violence that shot up like 60, 70%, where these guys is beating these women and killing these women daily because they are wicked men and their portion of a wicked woman has fell upon them, and these women deceive them, fuck their boys, all right, steal their money, put them on child support, And when it comes to child support, even us men of the Lord are on child support. But wisdom defends us from dealing with these wicked women, man. We see them from a mile away. And when we see certain personality traits, we get them the fuck out of our territory. All right, that's what wisdom has done for us, okay? But, hey, we can't get around the women that we were with before we came to the faith, Them bitches put us on child support. We got to go through that, endure that fiery trial. But we will get our recompense, all right? We will, Lord willing, win that righteous number. We will get our revenge on anybody and everybody that has came against us if we are of the elect, man. And Lord willing, we are of the elect, all right? All right, 19. So it got to be over here. Nope, that's not it either. So I must have been tripping on that one. All right. This is Sirach 25 and 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, making of a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that would not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. And that's the thing about women. When they're put in a position of stress, distress, that's when you see their hypocrisy. That's when you see that, all right, this woman really ain't down for me. All right, women are all about comfort, and everything got to be going good for them. They Mayweather niggas. All right, when you go through any type of turmoil, tribulation, any kind of test, all right, you can't trust a bitch, man. Okay, you can't trust them. And that's the way. That's a part of the curses. Let me say that. That's a part of the curses that fell on them for us transgressing Yahweh Shem Abishai's covenant. All right. When you read Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, he say that a woman's eye will be evil towards her husband and her children because they are horrible mothers too. Okay. They are just not horrible wives and horrible mates. They are horrible mothers too. Okay. All right. They have jumped in bed with the so-called white man when it comes to his philosophies, all right? They don't look at even the women that's with that man and they got so-called good relationships. All right, her mindset is towards the so-called white man's rules, regulations, and the way he's taught them life is supposed to be. All right, like the average Babylonian get with one of us. All right, we don't look at the world through the eyes of the so-called white man. We look at it through the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, which gives us Middle Eastern principles, philosophies, all right, customs, culture, all right, which is total contrast to the West, all right. You get with a woman like that, all right, and y'all have an argument in the house. All right. Now, when you look at these Middle Eastern countries, they have all power over their households. All right. So when they tell a woman to be quiet and she keeps talking and talking shit, they put her in a fucking place. Here, if you put your woman in her place, if she keep talking, you might have to get physical with a lay down law. All right. Or tell her go in time out, go in her room and shut the fuck up and punish her or something. All right. That's taboo over here. That's unheard of over here. And that's why everything is dysfunctional over here. 80% of women, so-called black women, are single. Because guess what? Their man doesn't have full rulership. He's not a true king. A king rules his realm. He has to answer to no one. But here, the philosophy is the real king is the so-called white man. If that man gets into it with his wife and she press 911, this so-called black man, or this Judite man gonna see you, man, nigga, you don't got no power. Man, that bitch will get you put out your own house. She pressed 911, you would get put out your own house. All right? You are under the illusion that you're a king. You're under the illusion that you're free, but you're not. Okay? These women are wicked. So with you knowing that and knowing before you get in this relationship or deal with these women that the odds are against you, is more expedient. Wisdom tells you, all right, not to do it. Let me go get that precept. This is 1 Corinthians 7. And I'm going to start at verse 27. You know what? I'm going to start at verse 26. I suppose, therefore, that it is good for the present distress. I say that it's good for a man so to be. Okay? Art thou bound? No, I should have started at 26. Salakia. Now, concerning virgins, I have no commandment of Yahweh. Yet I give my judgment as one that have obtained mercy of Yahweh to be faithful. I suppose that there is good for the present distress. I say that it's good for a man so to be. Art thou bound to a wife? Seek not thou to be loose. So if you come in the truth and you got a wife, don't seek to be loose from her, okay? All right? Art thou loose from a woman? Seek not a wife. If you don't have a woman, whatever you do here in America, don't go trying to find a woman and get married to a woman, especially according to the way they do marriage here in America, where you got to get a contract with the government, all right, and you got to get prenups and all that shit, all right. It's the odds are against you when you do that. I've seen men lose everything. I've seen well-to-do men. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not vain jangling. I've seen guys that were well-to-fucking-do get married, get divorced, and that bitch get everything. And then the guy is struggling to this day. Okay? But if thou marry, thou has not sinned. And if a virgin married, she has not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. All right? So when you have trouble in the flesh, you're going to have trouble in the flesh. The simple fact, why? He was talking to Corinthians that was under Roman rule. All right? So if you in a kingdom where they got certain laws that govern you, and the inhabitants of the land is following those laws, and they are taught from birth to follow those laws. A man that wants total dominion and control of his house, you're not going to get that under a society ran by with the Rome governing the infrastructure, where Rome giving those laws. You're gonna have trouble in your flesh, buddy. You're not gonna have all power. The Most High, In Genesis, the 3rd chapter, say a man shall rule over his wife. You're not going to rule over that woman. When that woman feels some type of way or get mad and you give her a commandment and she don't want to follow it, and then you try to force her to follow it, you're going to end up in a dungeon. You're going to end up in a dungeon, black and blue. So you're going to have trouble in the flesh because you're not going to have total dominion over that woman, okay? So that's why Paul say, look, it's better for you not to do this, all right? He says, better not to go get bound to a woman because you're going to have issues, okay? Verse 29, but this I say, brethren, this time is short. It remaineth that both that have wives be as though they had none, all right? So it's best to be, man, just serve your Yahweh Shem Shai. Get you a few little concubines on the side, all right, and have a relationship with them when you don't got to deal with them, you don't want to deal with them, you don't have to, and have their freedom, have their liberty. Because when you get yoked to these women in this society, man, all right, you are gonna have trouble in your flesh. You will have it, and you're gonna be dealing with women in the spirit of that clip I just played. That's the trouble in the flesh. You're gonna deal with it. That's how so-called black women are. They don't have no word. They don't have no integrity. All right, and that's the mindset that most women here in Babylon have. You're gonna be dealing with a bitch like that, no matter how sweet she come off, no matter how nice she come off, no matter how good she blow your ride. All right. That's the mindset of her. You seen in that clip, she had no word. All right. She heard her brother give King Alfred his word. All right. And that man was ready to die. He was ready to go through whatever to keep his word. But you seen her response was, nah, fuck it. So what? Let's go. We don't have fuck her keeping a word. And then you see how she blew her breath hard and shit. Women ain't shit, man. They ain't shit. Women ain't fucking shit over here in America. Let me say that. I'm not going to say across the planet Earth. Here in America, women are trash. And when I say they're trash, their mindset, their thinking capacities. Every woman is not fucking 60 and 70 niggas. But guess what? You might have the way these women, let's say you might have a woman that's only dealing with her man, only dealing with her husband, but their mindsets is trash. The way they think is trash. Okay? And you don't want to be yoked to nothing like that. All right? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 2. Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. All right? And that's basically what the same thing 1 Corinthians 7 chapter say, man. Don't get yoked to these women, man. All right? You marry a woman over here, she got your sustenance, Akim. She got it. Look, marriage over here in America is a joke. You marry her, you get yoked to her, according to society. All right, she get mad. She say the thrill is gone. She's not happy anymore. That's what them bitches say. You're not treating me like you treated me when we were first together. You don't tell me you love me, man, brother. Nigga don't want doing that shit all day, man. Fuck all that. Sometimes you want to come home, go to sleep. She looking for you to come worship her and shit. Fuck that shit, man. You know, that shit, they over here, they be really wanting a lot of your time and shit, man. And most of our spare time gotta go serving the Lord, man. So she gotta be in the spirit of being ready for when he wants me, not coming to force you to come to her and shit, man. He's not giving me any attention. All he does is he come in his house, he goes in the room, he reads his Bible, he drinks his wine. Then after he does that, he's on the phone with his brothers. He spend more time with his brothers than he do with me. Then on Saturdays, on the weekend, when he finally gets some free time, he's gone the whole fucking day talking about he's in church. Man, nobody got time for that shit. That's why Yahweh say, give not thy soul unto a woman. All right? Now, when we're in the kingdom, we're not going to have these problems. All right? In the kingdom of heaven, we will not have these problems. But over here, get the fuck out of here, man. Then if you're gonna deal with a woman, that clip is the mindset. You don't want to give yourself over to a woman that has have a westernized mindset. Her mind is not even like your mind. All right, she don't believe what you believe. All right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 20. Okay, oldie but goodie. All right, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth, she wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. You can't trust a bitch, man. All right, and it don't necessarily. All right, the Most High being poetic. All right here. All right, he's being very animated. It's talking about a woman going to blow somebody ride. Your woman, these Babylonian women, man, they're going to blow a man ride, come kiss you in your mouth, and say, I've done no wrong. All right? Don't blink twice. Still got the man DNA in a fucking mouth. Then come home and kiss you. All right? That's these Babylonian women. All right? And even if they're not that extreme, okay? You can't believe nothing these women say. Let's say she just went on a dinner date, nothing sexual with another man. That's off. That's just like you committed to adultery in your heart. And you ask her where you been. Oh, I was at my mother's house, but she was on a date with some other guy. And they didn't do nothing sexual. They didn't have any physical contact. These are the type of shit that go on here in America, man. All right? You got to know, you can't believe nothing these broads say, man. You can't believe nothing she say on that clip. That woman was ready to lie after they gave their word to the king. Then when he said, I gave my word, he had gave his word to the king. She was ready to take her word away that she gave to the king, okay? So you never trust these women over here in this society, man. All right, and that's one of the biggest things that pull brothers out of this faith. All right, since I've been in this faith, I've been in it over a decade. That's the most that's the reason that most brothers fall out is because of women. And it's various other reasons, another reason brothers fall out, lack of faith. They faith run out. I would say that's probably the second. They start losing faith. All right. But the first number one, Biden, bar none. And I know other older brothers will vouch. It's women, man. It's fucking women. That's why brothers fall out, man. These fucking Babylonian women are fucking suckables. They will suck you dry, man. All right? They will abate the courage. All right? This is what I just had. Psalms 15 and 4. All right? Psalms chapter 15, verse 4. All right? In whose eyes a vile person is contempt, but he honoreth him that feareth Yahweh. He that sweareth to his own hurt and change of not. See, this is how the spirit of man of the Lord is supposed to be in. When you give your word, even if it hurts you, and had an account where a man said, man, whoever comes to meet me when we defeat our enemies, we're going to sacrifice him. And his daughter came out. So he cried when he seen his daughter come out, and he had to sacrifice her. He had to kill her. But it was all about keeping his fucking word. So after men see him do that, man, that dude don't need to show his bank statements or anything. When men see that, all right, this guy's got a word. That's it. He could come get whatever he want from men. All right? In the kingdom of men, whatever he want, everybody gonna be like, oh, nah, man, if he gave you his word, you could put it in your pipe of smoke. This guy's word is like gold, and the mob was deep on word. The whole ancient world, I'm not even gonna use the mob, all right, because they was big on your word too. But just the whole ancient world, they was big on having a word. Nowadays, man, even men don't have words. Nobody got words. The only people in this society, I know a few 2/3 partners I know do have words, but they still don't serve Yahweh Shema Shah, so they don't matter. But, it got cool 2/3 dudes. I know a couple of them, if they give you their word, is bond. But the only people in this society that have a word and going to stand on is the men of the Lord, man. It's the men of the Lord, all right? You have to have a word, man. And women do not have words. You can't trust them bitches, man. This is Numbers, chapter 30. Verse 2, All right? It reads, if a man vow a vow unto Yahweh or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth. Okay? If a woman also vow unto Yahweh and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bind her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. Okay? So the Most High put men and women under that same vibration. You have to keep your word. Thou shalt not lie. But if her father disallow her in that day that he hears not any of her vows or her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand, and the Lord shall forgive her because her father disallowed her. And that shows the authority that a man's supposed to have. Men don't have that type of authority in this society. See, in a world that's governed like that, all right, we won't have no problem with women. The men got all power. Even if she can make a vow, her husband or her dad can make it null and void. Okay? They can veto that motherfucker. Okay? In a world like that, we're not gonna have no problems with no women. Man, any woman you get, you good. If the law, statutes, and commandments, Yahweh Shem Shai, govern the planet Earth, we would never have no conversations about women being out of order. Because the man is going to have all power over his household. All right? She's going to know that she's the weaker vessel, and she can't triumph a man in no form of fashion. The only way she can have any authority what she could get from a man if he a wicked nigga. All right? He out there committing adultery, doing all type of wicked shit. All right? Outside of that, she dealing with a man that's keeping the customs, keeping the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai, serving him with all fear and trembling. A woman will never have any authority over a man. Man, you tell your woman she got to raise her hand before she speak, so be it. And you wouldn't do that to your woman. You know, we love our wives. We love our women, our obedient women. You wouldn't do that. But if you have a woman that's bucking the system, you know, you could deal treacherously with her in righteousness, man. All right? You do what King David do. Shut her ass up in the fucking tower somewhere, all right? So she could think about her insubordination. All right? But in the kingdom, we won't have to do that. Everybody gonna be righteous. Everybody gonna be perfect. But I did the sit down for younger brothers, man, in this society. All right, in this time and age that we're in, man. It's more expedient to let them bitches go. When you look at the beginning of that clip, just know that's the spirit of the women here in Babylon. The vast majority of them, they don't have a word. They don't have a word, okay? So with that, I want to give infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Harakakadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shah. Kwam Yasharala Abba Abba.